So, an average Nigerian has undergone one form of formal education or the other, up to even tertiary institution. Unfortunately, most Nigerians, even with their high level of qualifications, they make dumb decisions most times, especially when it comes to stuff like technology or cars. Majority of Nigerians always complain about high fuel consumptions of their vehicles. You could say maybe most, not majority. Or it could be, depending on where you live or how you are looking at it. But the reason why that happened is because of these are a self-inflicted wound, not because these vehicles actually do consume high fuel consumption. So number one, almost an average Nigerian remove their engine thermostat and yet complain about their vehicle high fuel consumption. Engine thermostat is just like your electric, your domestic electric iron that you use to press your clothes and stuff like that, which you set it at a particular temperature. When it gets there, it doesn't exceed it until you are done with your pressing of the iron, no matter how long it stays connected electrically. However, when it comes to vehicles, people take it for granted. So that's the work of your engine thermostat, is to keep your engine temperature to remain or not to exceed specific temperature, and also work at optimal, the temperature that your engine enjoys the best. And your engine doesn't enjoy cold temperature, it weakens it. But that's not the purpose of this video. The main purpose of this video is to tell you why absence of thermostat or removal of thermostat increases fuel consumption, because the pure science is this: the colder your engine runs, the higher the fuel consumption. The hotter your engine runs, the lesser the fuel consumption. It's not even logic, because it's always telling you right there in your vehicle. Every time you start your car when the engine is cold, what happens? Your engine starts on and stays high. You could tell your engine speed, which you can also regard as, look at your RPM, your tachometer, look at it, or listen to the sound of your engine. You could tell that when your engine is so, if you start it, or maybe every morning you start your car for the first time, you could hear that your engine will run a little bit higher. The sound will stay high for a minute, less or a little bit more. Then gradually it starts coming down. That time the engine is high when it's cold. When you first start it, it's running very rich. It's running very high. The consumption is high at that time, because every cold engine needs more fuel to start and run, more than it will use when the engine is already hot. So gradually, the thermostat is doing its work, and every other components that work with the engine cooling system is doing its work. The water pump, the radiator, the thermostat, the engine cooling fan, they're all doing their work to ensure the quickness of increase in temperature at that time, so that the fuel consumption reduces. Because like I mentioned, that sound you are hearing when your engine was running high is excess fuel. If you're observant, step out of your car. If you are actually sitting in your vehicle, go to the tail of your vehicle. You can actually smell raw fuel at that time. Every time, it doesn't matter how new your car is, whether it's new, whether it's old, and your injection system is okay, or your carburetor system is okay. Go to the tail of that car when your engine is cold, even if it's not in the morning, but you park your car, you drove somewhere, park your car, leave it till evening time, you start it, go to the tail of that car and listen, or see if you can smell something. You could smell raw fuel for a minute or less until your engine sound comes down. So, but when you remove your thermostat, what happens? Your engine will hardly go up, the temperature of your engine will hardly go up, because you've already, put it in a situation or a condition where it cannot help but keep running very rich, because the temperature will never come up. The thermostat is here to behave the same way your electric iron behaves. But you've removed that. So what happens is constantly the temperature gauge will continue to show you low temperature. In fact, the higher the vehicle speed, the lower it drops. So let that be a warning. So if you are complaining that your engine is always grinding, your fuel consumption, most specifically for this video, your fuel consumption is always going high, more than your other vehicle, maybe, or another person you know that drive the same vehicle. Yes, it's that person's vehicle consume less, but your own consumes more. And you live in Nigeria, most especially in Nigeria, then you know you are the cause of your weakness, or the cause of whatever you are experiencing. So it's not the fault of the vehicle. Unfortunately, it's an ignorant and also stupid things, or stupid norm Nigerians accepted, because it basically is a norm in Nigeria. It's hard to see a vehicle on Nigerian road that the thermostat have not been yanked off. It's hard. It's like out of 10 cars you count on the road, only one, if not none, will be running with thermostat. The rest will not have engines thermostat running. Yet every year, every 2 years, they are busy replacing their engine. Every few weeks, every day, they are complaining of high fuel consumption. So take this out, leave your engine cooling system thermostat. If it fails, replace it. It's a wearable part. It's expected to fail at some point. But when it happens, replace it. Don't remove it while it's still working. If you are not sure whether it's working or not, then change it. Get a good working one and put. It could be the mechanical thermostat. It could be the electronic thermostat. For the mechanical one, check one of my earlier videos. You'll see how you can test it. If it's electrical or the electronic thermostat, then find an expert to teach you how you can test it to be sure it's working. If you have a professional scan tool, you can test it yourself. You don't need anybody to do that. Maybe I'll do a tutorial video how you can test your thermostat to know if it's working. There are signs to know when the electronic thermostat has failed without necessarily doing the test. You know, there are symptoms the car will exhibit, you will know. But notwithstanding, please, removal of your thermostat in your engine can never do you any good. Gradually, it will grind your engine, but most importantly, your fuel consumption will always be running very high as far as that vehicle is concerned until you pull back the thermostat. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.